What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage. So you have some stuck on adhesive glue or maybe some tar and you want to get rid of that stuff, especially something like this. So you have a shield like this owner had on here where it would deflect the rock chips and prevent it from hitting the actual paint. When you look at the actual hood of this vehicle, it barely has any rock chips. But the downside is that eventually it wore off and peeled off some paint. And you see it up there on the overhead. All in all, you are going to, eventually remove this stuff if you want to replace it. Now, the owner did ask me what is the best course of action for him to do. And I said, to be quite honest, it has already peeled the paint, which you saw on the walk around in various areas up here just because of this shield. And I told him, look, just get another shield. It's going to cover that area anyways. And the last thing we want to do is actually give any... we want to prevent rust, so he'll probably just put the tape again right over this, probably a little bit of touch-up paint, and then apply the new one, or get it applied. So what are the tools that you need to get this done? It is fairly easy, and I am using the plastic razor blades here that I have right here. And also on top of that, I typically use a, say, TarX from CarPro, Eulex from Koch Chemie, or even DIY Detail Tree and Sap Remover. Just any type of adhesive remover. I don't have it on site. You can even use Goo Gone, but I am not going to go drive right now to get Goo Gone. So what are other alternatives that you can do to remove this type of stuff? Easy. All you need is a steamer. You could use a cheap steamer if you want. You could get the McCulloch one, $69. It's more than enough to do this type of a job. Or you can even use, surprisingly, Pelias panel prep for Phoenix COD is very good at this, and even Veritas on removing extra extra glue and residue, and this is Veritas straight. So I will show you both methods. So let's get started here. I don't want to waste too much time, and I will bring you in close. Will we possibly peel some paint? Maybe, because it already peeled paint from the other end. You want to heat up the area. So first things first, you want to heat up the area, and then what I like to do is spray a little bit of Veritas or your panel prep, or you can even use a little bit of that Eulex or stuff like that, whatever floats your boat. And then I grab my razor blade here, and just because we softened the adhesive, and that Veritas is going into those crevices, and what I like to do here is spray a bit more. Once we start lifting this, it just starts peeling. I just go back and forth, no pressure, just enough to just slightly start peeling back. Wipe off if needed. And we are going to steam again. Now this is a time-consuming process if you're doing it this way. Now if I had, again, some Goo Gone, some Eulex, it'll definitely speed up the process even more. But as you can see, just doing it like this, it's no issues whatsoever. It's already peeling back. A bit of that Veritas went in there as well. So the heat from the steamer plus the right chemicals is what is making this work. And then from here, once you peel off enough, you don't want to yank it. Just please be careful. I know here is tempting to fully pull the Band-Aid. And there you go. Just like that, with a steamer, we were able to remove that. And now any extra gunk or glue that you see right there, spray your panel prep, which I'm using Veritas. Grab your scraper and look, it already melts off that rest of that glue and gunk residue. Just remove the rest. Look at that. So I will open up the hood because it looks like there's a bit more adhesive underneath. It's like tucked in. So yeah, that is literally it. Like I am using my glove right now just to get that extra pressure. And we are done. All that's left here to do is literally polish the paint. And quick, easy way to remove it. You don't always need your fancy, super fancy chemicals. Obviously, yes, it would have made this process a little bit quicker for sure. But if you got a steamer and you're in a pinch, just use the steamer, use your panel prep of choice. I can't say all panel preps work the same in this situation, but for me, what I noticed is Veritas straight does a phenomenal job, and Peleus panel prep does a phenomenal job to remove adhesive things. So you could even use, I guess, an IPA. So yeah, so let me back this up. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, you saw, just peeled off, nice, quick, and easy. Only tools needed was just the steamer. Use your the plastic razor blades right here. You could buy a pack of this cheap. I think it's like 20 bucks on Detailed Image, or I forgot where I bought this. But I've had this for years already. And yeah, so that's all you need. That is all you need, is just your steamer, plastic razor blades, and your IPA of choice or panel prep, and that's all that was done to get rid of that stuff. So I will see you all on the next one. Peace.